Shalom Israel. First one of all praise go honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem El Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash, the Barnes the Apostles, Oscar Millstone, peace, salutation, to 130 of Israel. For this lesson, we want to title it That Circle, alright? And you see on the screen, it's Patrick and SpongeBob, in that circle, alright? And I believe, in this episode, Patrick and SpongeBob were, telling Squidward, believe get in the circle or create a circle, but Squidward, he didn't believe it. So that Seabear kept jacking him up. All right. And if you look at it through a spiritual lens, Squidward is that, Squidward are these niggas out here, and these niggas out here because, they can't get right. All right. The Seabear gonna jack them up anyways. All right. But, Squidward represents 2/3, and Squidward and Patrick, or SpongeBob and Patrick, are warning Squidward to get in the circle. All right. So what do you think the elect are doing? Trying to warn our people to get right before it's too late. All right. And that sea bear represents judgment. All right. We can go to Isaiah, Psalm 91. All right. Because right now, we're in a period of getting right, repenting before, the doors of mercy close. All right, before, as you saw on the screen, the sea bear come out. All right, Psalm 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High, which is the truth, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. All right, and shall abide under the shadow of the shadow of the Almighty. Basically representing protection. The Lord is going to protect us. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. All right, it's talking about Esau and the missiles. All right, and that's the reason why the Lord is going to protect and reserve His elect, is because they're under, His wing. Yahweh Ba'ashem El Shai got him. He knows who they are. All right, but these 2/3 niggas, they don't know who the Lord is, and the Lord don't know them. All right, the Lord ain't dealing with them. Lord is basically, granting His hand out to Jake's, but 2/3 Jake is smacking the Lord's hand down. All right, so in the times of judgment, that sea bear gonna get him. All right, and that sea bear, like I said, representing judgment. So all these judgments are gonna come upon these people. All right. Shoot. But yeah, but this whole chapter is fire. All right, but I don't want to make it too long. But let's go to 2 Ezra 15. All right, these are the type of judgments that are coming. All right, 2 Ezra 15:3. All right, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. All right, and the incredulity represents is the unbelief, basically. So let not the unbelief of them trouble thee that speak against thee. So it wasn't Squidward mocking and laughing at SpongeBob and Patrick for making that circle, but yet, but guess where the judgment came to Squidward. All right. Fourth verse, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So these people, they yipping and yapping, and but that don't mean nothing. All right, because judgment is right around the corner. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. So that's what's coming. All right, but guess what? The same power that's bringing these plagues is also going to bring deliverance. All right, He's a balance. But He's not going to bring deliverance to, anybody. He's only going to bring deliverance to His elect. All right, who are His elect? First and foremost, they're Israelites, and two, those are the elect are those that are under the wing under Yahweh Ba'ashem El Shai. The one that the Lord has ultimately predestined. All right, but that's another video for another. That's another topic for another lesson. All right, but the Lord is only doing with the elect of Israel. All right, 1/3. What's that? Zechariah 13:9. All right. 6th verse. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. All right. So the Lord, He's going to bring these judgments because of how wicked this place is. All right. All right, 2 Peter 3:3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lust, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? And since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. All right, so that's how these people, these people scoff. These people are scoffers. They, quick testimony. Basically posted on one of my stories. I was like, this job irritates me, or this job be having me lose my mind. And my cousin, she slid up. She said, "What are your come up plans?" And my answer was literally, "Wait on the Lord to destroy this bitch." All right, and she started laughing, saying, "Lame." All right, so these people, they don't believe. All right, but soon the Lord, soon these people are gonna believe soon when it's too late. All right. To the cap. All right, because we don't want to wait until it's too late. All right, we don't want to be like these Israelites over here. All right, I would say Jeremiah. There you go. Jeremiah 15:2. And it says, and it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord. And these are Jakes that are trying to, inquire about the Lord before it's too late. All right. Whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, because the warning has been going out. All right. If you got right, you wouldn't have to hear this. All right. Reading on down, it says, thus saith the Lord, such as for death to death, and such as for the sword to the sword, and such as for the famine to the famine, and such as for the captivity to the captivity. All right, so these are the judgments that are going to come down. All right, and if you ain't right, the Lord, you gonna be in the midst of one of these. All right, or something else that's not written that the Lord has especially planned for you. All right, but that's the fear of the Lord. You don't want to, you don't want that to you don't want to play in that light, in that lot. All right, you don't want to play with that fire. Third verse, and I will point over them 4 kinds, said the Lord: the sword to slay, the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the earth, and fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and to destroy. All right, so that's what's coming. Judgment is coming. All right, and if you ain't in that circle, if you ain't under the wing under Yahweh Bashmi outside, or if you ain't part of the elect, then judgment is coming for you. All right, there's no other way around it. All right. All right. There you go. Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on or are punished. All right. So the prudent man. Let's look at that word prudent. It says acting with or showing care and thought for the future. All right. So how are the elect, acting for, or taking, thought of the future? Is by serving the Lord, because the Lord said these are going to come. These judgments are going to come. And these deliverances are going to come. All right, so if you want to be wicked, you go ahead and do that. All right, you're going to catch judgment. Destruction, basically. But if you going to serve Yahweh Bashmi outside, you're going to do what he's telling you to do, the Lord, he's going to deliver you. Simple. All right, there's no gray areas. All right, the Lord literally established that there's no gray areas when he said, if thou art lukewarm, I will spew thee out of my mouth. All right, so it's either you're hot or cold. All right, but let's see, Proverbs 22. Let's reread that. Prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. All right, so hiding. So Lord, when we part of the elect, but we hiding ourselves through this truth. All right, and we see the evil's coming. All right, we're telling Jake to get right and repent. All right, and it says the simple pass on and are punished. So 2/3 of our people are simple. All right, they don't see that this place is on its way out. All right. But we're telling them, hey, serve Yahweh Bashmi Shai, repent, all right, because destruction is nigh at hand, and you don't want to be caught out there. All right. Let's go to. This is all off the spirit, by the way. Let's see. Proverbs 1. All right, because this is what's going to happen to those that reject the Lord. All right, Proverbs 1 and There you go. Hosea 4 and 6. All right. Because this is just. I'm gonna just read it. Salakia. For Isaiah 4 and 6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, this truth, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. So the Lord ain't gonna be looking out for you in these times to come if you ain't trying to serve Him and choosing sincerity. All right, the Lord, people get it they get it mixed up. The Lord, they act like the Lord, they gonna step all over the Lord, the one that created them, and act like the Lord ain't gonna do nothing to them. But yet when it's for their benefit, they gonna call upon the Lord. These people are hypocrites. All right, these people are wicked. All right, and let's see. Sirach 11 and 26. For it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways. All right, so and that comes through the fear of the Lord, because once you actually have humility and understand that how filthy we are and how much sins we actually have to pay for that we haven't paid for. You move wisely. All right, you don't move proud, because who are we? All right, what's that? Even Paul said that. Romans 7 and 24, 22. For I delight in the law of the Most High after my inward man, but I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind, and bring me into captivity to the law of sin which is in my members. O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death? O wretched man I am. So once you understand how wicked, defiled, and filthy and wretched we are, it humbles you. All right, but these people are proud. But the Lord said, He. Proverbs 16 and 5. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. All right, so wasn't Squidward proud, thinking that the judgment, that Sea Bear wasn't gonna get him? He was scoffing, mocking, the whole nine. That's what these people think is gonna happen. They think it's just they're gonna laugh, scoff, ha ha ha, okay, and then nothing's gonna happen. No, you just sealing yourself for destruction. All right. So repent before it's too late. All right. Lord willing, this is edifying. One of our praises, glory, to see Yahweh, Ba'ashem El Shah, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Till next time, Shalom.